hello, guess what? I just got out of the doctor's office and I was crying in there like a little, I was just like, oh my gosh, can you please hold it together? Just like, and then this, and then they had me working night shift, and then I was driving home, and I feel like I might lose my life. I mean, it is true. If you see me on that video where I'm driving home, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm glad I'm here talking to you on this video, because I feel like I might fall asleep driving home, and I only live 12 minutes from my job. Oh, I don't know why I started tearing up in the doctor's office. I'm just a big baby. Oh, I'm like, wow. But I have a lot of this paperwork to take care of, and yeah, I have to fill out this paperwork for these people, and then these people, and then call my boss, and then fax this, and then scan this, and email that, and this is not it's not actually a vacation, it's not a vacation, but my doctor was so sweet, and I've known her for years now. I've been coming here, and she goes, oh my gosh, she's like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm not. Yeah, so she was asking me a lot of questions, because she just wants to make sure that I'm not depressed or anxious or any of these kind of things going on. And it was like, no, like I'm not, she was asking me things like, about doing your usual things, or do you not feel like doing, I can't remember how she worded it, but those questions that they ask you, like, basically, are you depressed? Like, do you find interest in things, or do you not want to do anything? And I told her, I said, I'm not depressed at all. I'm really not depressed. But when I work night shift, it really gets to my mood. And I said, I said, I'm postmenopausal. Like, my body is not the same as it used to be. It definitely does not handle things the same way. And I've just noticed that I just can't do this anymore. So I don't know. It's like, either get a doctor's note and get help, or just quit my job, because there's just no way. And she's like, wait, so when's the last time you went to work? And I said, it's been a few weeks ago. And she's like, oh, wow, okay. Yeah, because, it took a while for me to get into the doctor. And so she knows it's going to take me a lot of work to get all this paperwork filed, and yeah, different things like that, and to get my whole body reset. I have been sleeping more than usual, but it's not because I'm depressed. It's because my body was tired. I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh my gosh. 4 o'clock in the morning, I would get ready. I would be to work by 5:30 in the morning, even though my shift doesn't start until 6. They always want you to be a half an hour early. Actually, I think they say half an hour to 15 minutes early. They like you to be 30 minutes early, though. Let's be real. And so I would do that and come in there. So I was really working, longer than 12 hours. And at my job, we don't really exactly get a lunch break. I mean, we have in the past, when Vita was, my daughter was doing golf, they would let me, they let me go take her to here and there, but then they got kind of shitty about it. And well, if you can make it a little quicker, it's like, oh my gosh, I haven't had a lunch break in 10 years. And I'm asking you just for a little bit of time so I can take my daughter to golf lessons. Because for me and her, it's like, this is her thing. Like, she loves golf. She wants to hopefully get a golf scholarship and be able to go to college. So for me, this is very important. And besides that, if it wasn't for this career, I probably never would have introduced her to golf. But I heard that there's a lot of scholarships for young girls. And so I took her out golfing and she loved it. But then it was like, I don't know, they're supportive. They have been supportive, but I think, I don't know, there's just some weird tension lately. And I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. But I was definitely exhausted and tired, and my body's like, we're not doing this night shift anymore. No more. Oh my gosh. If anybody out there is working night shift, like, have you ever worked a 12-hour through the night shift? Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I've done it for so many years. I've done it since 2007. So I think that's like 17 years, right? So 17 years I've been working, 2 months doing night shift, and then it'll be the exact opposite. Okay, now you're gonna do 2 months on day shift. And listen, I know that I signed up for this. I signed up for it. I know that's how I was gonna get the job, And my mom had told me, if you want to make money like a man, you have to work like a man. So what did I do? I got a job in Manland on, at the port loading ships. And so it doesn't matter if I were to take my expertise somewhere else to another shipping company. Shipping is 24/7, and so a lot of the jobs are around the clock. That's how America runs. This is how the world runs. International export, it's around the clock. So I kind of knew that I was getting into that, and I understand that that's what I agreed to. But man, my body lately, I'm 49 years old, honey. It is not working like it used to. It needs more rest. It doesn't have time for shenanigans. It needs to have a break in the middle of the day, and I can go to the bathroom, and come back, but I've been eating lunch at my desk for years, almost 10 years at this place, and another 7 years at the other place, right? So I don't like that. I can't enjoy my lunch. It's very rare. They might very rarely be like, oh, that we would go to lunch, but normally we're in 24/7 production, and so there's no breaks. It's not good. And the more that I, talk about self-love and taking care of ourselves, I'm like, I just thought night shift was a fact of life, my life. But then I'm looking at it like, wait a second, I'm a coach. That's not a fact. Let's see what we can do about it, because if something doesn't change, somebody's going to get hurt, I don't want to fall asleep driving home. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So after that video, you'll see it. I posted it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's been almost 3 weeks now, but I just said, I can't do it anymore. And either I'm going to have to ask them to change my shift. I didn't know I was going to have to go to the doctor. They made me do all this stuff. Or I guess I'll just have to quit. I don't know, because I just can't physically do it anymore. So if you're out there and you're thinking that something is just a fact of life and maybe there's not any way out of it, there might be. I hope that you'll find a solution, or at least try. And yeah, we have to take care of ourselves. We only get this one body. As ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, we appreciate our bodies and our life so much more than other people might. I mean, they probably couldn't even imagine what that's even like, but for me it feels like, wow, this is it. Oh, there's no afterlife that I know of. Paradise is gone. Okay, I better really take care of my body, eat healthy. I'm going to have an interview soon with somebody, and we think a lot alike on these things, but I can't wait for it. It's all about self-care, taking care of our mind, our meditation, what we're putting into our brain, the exercise that we get. I'm like, there's so many different things. The exercise, the books, the podcasts, like all the things that we can do for ourselves to really take care of ourselves. It's a lot of what we're taking in. Yeah, and how we're taking care. Yeah, a night shift wasn't it. It wasn't it anymore. And I had to admit that I was willing to do whatever it takes to take care of myself. It's my one life. It's my one body, you know? And for me to take care of my daughter too, you know? I can't set a good example if I'm not taking care of myself. And I can't be a great mom if I am exhausted and on the brink of overwhelm. So thanks for being here with me. And oh man, big emotions. But I'm all better. I got all this stuff all it's all good to go now. All my mail and everything. Yeah, everything's gonna get filled out. Everything's gonna be fine. And I got to look through my LL Bean catalog, waiting for the doctor. Oh, I like that place. All right, everyone. I'm rambling now. Have a wonderful day. Okay.